What's going on, guys? We are back with another review of the day at Hersheypark. And today we are talking about this day we just had at Hersheypark for CocoCon. So when we first got to Hersheypark for CocoCon, we checked in and then we went inside the park, and then we headed to Sky Rush, I think it was, and then after Sky Rush we headed to Comet, and then after Comet we headed to Twizzler's Twisted Gravity, and then after Twizzler's Twisted Gravity we headed over to I think
we waited at the gates for the park to open.
Yeah, the State of Evil behind the scenes tour. And then after that we headed to Fahrenheit, I think it was, and then after Fahrenheit we headed to Wildcat's Revenge, I think it was, maybe. I think it was, wasn't it Wildcat's Revenge we went to? I think it,
what?
After Fahrenheit.
I think, yeah. Or was it Lightning Racer?
We might have gone to Lightning Racer first and then Wildcat's Revenge.
Yeah. Both sides Lightning Racer.
Both sides of Lightning Racer.
Okay.
I think we did Wildcat's Revenge first,
Well,
and
we
then
might have did it first, yeah.
Yeah, either way we did those two rides, and then after that we headed to Storm Runner, and then after Storm Runner we headed to Jolly Rancher Remix, and then after Jolly Rancher Remix we headed to Trailblazer for the iTot, and then after Trailblazer we headed to I think it was
we go to Subway.
Subway at that point, yeah. And then after Subway we headed to Kissing Tower for the iTot, and then after Kissing Tower we headed to the Claw, and then after the Claw we did Ferris Wheel, and then after Ferris Wheel came the lunch, which was really good. And then after the lunch we went to Simply Chocolate where we got our twisted strawberry king size shakes, and then after that we headed to Great Bear, I think it was. Yeah. And then after Great Bear we headed to Candymonium, and then after Candymonium we headed to Sky Rush again, and then Candymonium.
Yeah, we did Sky Rush first, and then we went to Candymonium.
Yeah, and then after that I think we headed back to Lightning Racer both sides. Yeah. And then after that we headed for a re-ride on Wildcat's Revenge. And then after that the re-ride on Wildcat's Revenge we headed to Chickies and Pete's, and then after that we headed to Fahrenheit Catering to meet up to wait for ERT to begin. And then after that time period ERT began, where I had 7 laps on Storm Runner and 2 rides on Jolly Rancher Remix, and EB had like 10 laps on Storm Runner. Yeah, and Storm Runner is such an elite coaster, and yeah, so yeah, and I love giving attention to Jolly Rancher Remix too. And so anyways, after that pretty much concluded CocoCon 2025. So that pretty much concludes this day at Hersheypark for CocoCon. Make sure to reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more coming soon at Coaster Plus Music 19. And make sure to go check out my merch store on YouTube Shopping. I have a whole bunch of products tagged in and at least my recent videos, if not all my videos. And make sure to subscribe if you're new and turn on post notifications so you will not miss when I upload a new video. And another fact is I now do memberships. So here's how it works. The yellow level, which is only $2.99 a month and gives you royalty-free badges, emojis, members only shorts, and early access to new videos. And the green level, which is only $5.99 a month, gives you all the benefits of the yellow level plus a member shout out. So if you want a membership, what are you waiting for? Become a Coaster Plus Music 19 member today, and I will see you in the next video.